The Arab Spring was supposed to be a new dawn for the Middle East and North Africa. It was a time of hope where millions took to the streets demanding democracy, freedom, and an end to decades of authoritarian rule. But more than a decade later, those dreams have largely turned to dust. It all began in December 2010, when a young street vendor in Tunisia, Mohamed Bouazizi, set himself on fire in protest against government corruption and police harassment. This act of desperation ignited a wave of protests that spread like wildfire across the Arab world. But as these movements grew, one of the first challenges became clear. There was no unified leadership. In many countries, the uprisings were driven by diverse groups with different goals, from secular liberals to Islamists to everyday citizens just seeking a better life. Without a clear, unified vision, these movements struggled to transition from protest to effective governance. As dictators fell, they left behind power vacuums that plunged several nations into chaos. In Libya, the fall of Gaddafi led to a bloody civil war with various factions and militias vying for control. Egypt, after a brief period of democratic progress, saw a military coup that brought back authoritarian rule under a new leader. Sectarian and ethnic divisions. In countries like Syria and Yemen, the uprisings quickly devolved into sectarian and ethnic conflicts. These divisions were often exploited by both local and foreign powers, leading to prolonged and brutal wars. In Syria, what began as a peaceful protest against Assad's regime turned into one of the deadliest conflicts of the 21st century. Authoritarian resilience. Many regimes proved more resilient than expected. In Syria, Assad's government responded with brutal military force, leading to years of devastating civil war. In Bahrain, protests were crushed with the help of neighboring Saudi Arabia, ensuring that the ruling monarchy remained in power. Foreign intervention. Foreign intervention played a significant role in the outcomes of the Arab Spring. In Libya, NATO's intervention helped topple Gaddafi but left the country in chaos. In Syria, the conflict became a proxy war, with the US, Russia, Iran, and others backing different sides, further complicating any hope for resolution. The Arab Spring also failed to address the deep economic problems that fueled the protests. Unemployment, corruption, and inequality remain rampant. In many countries, conditions have worsened due to the instability and conflict that followed. The humanitarian crises that arose, particularly in Syria and Yemen, are stark reminders of the high cost of these failed uprisings. In the end, the Arab Spring, which began with so much hope, largely failed to achieve its goals. The desire for freedom and democracy was overwhelmed by political fragmentation, sectarian divisions, foreign interference, and economic hardship. Yet the legacy of the Arab Spring remains a powerful reminder of the human spirit's yearning for change and the complex, often tragic realities of revolution. The story of the Arab Spring is not over. It continues to shape the region and will be a lesson for generations to come. What do you think? Can the hopes of the Arab Spring ever be realized? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on global events and their impacts.